living a little bit less ordinary, 100%.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Less Ordinary Potty. Boys, Camo, Gussie, how are we?
Pretty good, eh?
Violently hungover, Gus.
Gus is going through it.
I'm here.
What'd you get up to last night?
Bit of high stakes croquet.
Yeah, so talk us through what happened in your backyard.
So me and some of my mates from school had a croquet tournament sort of mode.
What is croquet? Sorry, is
It's
that when
like-
you hit the with
You
a
tap the ball and you
with a
it's
hockey
gotta
stick
go-
sort of thing, and you
it's
go
gotta-
through a little arch?
Yeah, it's got to go through the arch.
Did you have a croquet set?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, why do you have that?
So one of my mates owns one.
Who owns that?
Lovely.
And where do they come from? Is that
I don't
like
know.
a thing
I don't
you can
know.
buy somewhere?
Yeah, like you can obtain that. You can ascertain a croquet set from
Where
like Big
from?
W or Kmart.
No,
I
really?
think so, yeah.
So you've mowed
Someone
a croquet.
fact check that. I'm fact checking.
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure.
You've mowed a croquet course into your backyard,
Yeah,
which
like
was like 6 foot tall grass. 'cause you
Long
haven't mowed it.
grass, mowed a course with like obstacles, and like I found some like PVC pipe to like you had to hit it through the tube, and then
Oh, so you had a full like little mini golf set up.
it was like putt golf with things, and there was like a jump, and you had to yeet it off the jump and land in a pot plant, and there was
No, you can get one from Big W for $71.15.
And yous had a shot of Bundy for.
yeah, it was like you miss, it's Bundy, you lose, you had 3 shots of Bundy, this shots of Bundy. There was a lot of Bundy drunk, and it was not good.
Yuck, man.
Can someone tell me how you spell croquet?
CROQU.
E.T.
Yeah, ET, silent T.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
Croquet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well
nice
done, Gus.
work.
So
They're pretty smart over here.
Fuck,
that's
I'm
pretty good
impressed,
for someone
eh?
who's violently hungover. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's absolutely pissing down again. I know last episode you and I were talking about the rain. Just
It's been
relentless for
relentless.
weeks.
Mm.
It's
bad.
actually not been too bad, and as soon as we started the potty, it's just fired right up. So apologies if you can hear that in the background. I'm sure you can.
I can hear it now. I just started hearing it. It's pretty quiet though. I think it's all right.
Yeah, it's probably all right.
If you're listening in your car, it's probably gonna thump you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
Yeah.
that's heavy.
And it's fucking like it's raining, then it's not raining, then it's raining, then it's not raining.
Yeah.
Like just fucking rain or don't.
But it
Fuck.
rained. We've already had enough rain.
Yeah,
The rain
it
should be
rained for 2
done. It's
weeks.
fucking 2
Now
weeks
it's
around.
forecast for the whole next week and a half.
And how's
More
our shed door has soaked in all the rain. It's swollen, so you can't open the door
To the office,
anymore. To
yeah.
the office.
Bro, the other day, me and Ches came here and we needed to get something, and you were in there fucking doing something. I'm not going to, Anyways.
You ratted him out. He was asleep in the office. You ratted
Yeah,
him out.
you were asleep in there, and we were trying to be quiet. And we had to fucking kick the door down to get in. 'cause
Yeah.
It's so hard to open
It's
it.
fully swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even close the fucking thing up. But anyway,
So,
yeah.
something that we touched on last episode, some exciting news that we sort of gave away but didn't give away.
TFI.
We've been invited to this year's Film Invitational. So for those that don't know, every year there's a competition that's run. It's invite only. There's 10 teams from around the country or even around the world. I think you can be anywhere you want. You've got 3 months to film, create, edit, make a proper cinema film surrounding fishing, and submit it for the chance to win 100,000 cold ones, which
Yeah.
is
100 bones.
pretty exciting. 100,000 bones. So yeah, this year we've been invited. Trey and I have taken on the challenge to go and create a pretty sick film, something that we're very passionate about.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. There's a bit of pressure mounting.
We're going up against some pretty crazy names. If you're interested, have a look on the TFI Instagram page or whatever, TikTok. But yeah, some pretty large creators in the space and some pretty gun fishermen as well. And,
Yeah.
and adventure enthusiasts and
Who,
things like that.
Who are you most excited to see film-wise? Besides ours, obviously.
Matty, Pelagic Pursuit.
Matty Scholes.
I've-
He's the heavy hitter this year.
I've watched his content forever.
Yeah.
Respect him highly as a fisherman and the way that he's
Sensational fisherman.
Yeah, and I just want to see what he can create. And the fact that we even get to be put in the same
Space
space as
as
him
him.
is pretty sick.
pretty cool.
It's
like
it's
somewhat
fucking
of
mad.
one of them like pinch yourself sort of moments, because when the TFI originally came out a few years ago, I was like, I love the concept. Fuck, it's pretty cool. Like creating fishing films and stuff like that. Really recognize people in our space, because I feel like it's besides YouTube creation, there's not a lot of recognition for it. And
No,
it'd be
not
like,
outside
bang,
of
put
YouTube.
up. And I feel like for us, with the obviously the help of our best mate Cody, I think we have a real chance of making a piece of cinema and not just YouTube. Like our strength probably lies in more the cinema aspect, obviously with Cody's massive influence is the main reason, but the YouTube vlogging content and stuff, I feel like we're almost better at the other shit, like the cinematic shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Definitely.
It's like it's a platform where that is favoured, whereas YouTube it wouldn't do well.
Exactly.
So you get to
and we're sort of in an area where I'm confident we're going to create something that impresses people.
Well, what yous are doing, we know is going to stand out.
It's
you could say that at the least.
Yeah, it's going to stand out.
That was the whole idea. When Trey and I sat down with you, and I don't know if Jack was gone at the time, but the whole conversation was, righto, let's, like, people like Matty.
Let's make
Matty
a statement.
Scholes, man. Like, you played your shoot. You've seen his content. You can't beat that man in his own game.
No.
Yeah.
There's just no way. He's too knowledgeable. Like, he's too good at what he does. You're just not going to... You just got no chance. Like, let's be brutally honest.
Yeah. So, like, what do you got to do? You got to go left to field.
Yeah.
You got to go against the grain. You got to come up with an original concept and a plan, and that's what we've done. And we're going out to shoot it. And it's like there's a high chance it just doesn't even come off in the film. Doesn't eventuate to what it could be.
Well, that's part of the, I guess, going left to field. You take
it's risky.
You take the punt on it.
Yeah.
Like it might not come off, but that's part of the punt. Like you've got to do that. You've got to run that risk in order to even have a chance.
And it's exciting too because we're given 3 months to film for this, and we're not taking time off work. We're not like going on any crazy overseas missions or flights or anything. Like we're doing this while working full time, and we're just going to give it a nudge to see what happens. And if it comes off, like, it's going to be something to be proud of and a testament to us. And Cody's super passionate about creating it as well. So, yeah, July, I think 7th we're submitting, and then the films go live in early August. So we're really keen to share that with you. Hopefully something.
I think it might even be July they go live.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're keen to share it, and hopefully it's something worth watching, but there's no promises being made as of yet as to what he's actually going to go.
So we're a
down
month
in.
in.
We're a month in
To filming. It's
there's a lot to go.
But there's a lot that's happened.
There's a lot that's happened, but it's one of them catch-22s that if something more doesn't happen, the shit that has happened is almost not valuable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's the nature of the beast, though.
Anyway,
We're pretty excited.
Yeah, it's exciting.
We're taking it on. Obviously, for us, even taking it on, it was just a huge question whether it can even be done.
Yeah.
In our position,
that
anyway.
didn't need to be added to the pile, but it's it's such an opportunity. You just couldn't not take it.
Yeah, and it's become a bit of a full-on passion project for us. It's something that we're genuinely passionate about and excited to showcase. So
yeah, it's going to be
very fucking exciting.
But if anyone hasn't seen, we created a film for the Wildcard series last year. That's on our YouTube channel. That's worth a watch too.
Yeah,
that's a 10-minute film showcasing Yellow and gives a bit of an idea of like the cinematic aspect that we plan to bring to the table. In this year's comp.
So the Wildcard film was pre-existing footage. You could use whatever you had to create a film to showcase what you do and how you do it and why you're worthy.
Yeah.
This one is obviously it's got to be brand new footage. You've got to shoot within the window, edit within the window, submit, and just hope to fuck that it's good enough.
Let's go. Crowd voted, so we need the crowd to give us a helping hand.
Yeah.
Not asking for free votes. I want to go on there and see which is the best film and vote based on that.
Well, hopefully it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Not looking for favoritism. But in other news, what I really want to talk about today, boys, is the new business venture, the hurdles, the jump throughs, the back and forth.
The rest of the pile that this TFI has been added to the top of.
Yeah. So we've did you guys touch on it last week?
Yeah, I was going to say last week we touched on all the issues we were facing, and it was still unresolved at the time.
Yep.
So to be up to date,
give me the good news.
We're fucking back.
We're live.
It was a fucking schmozzle and a half, but
Less Ordinary Gold Club is live and up for grabs.
Back
Weekly
in
fishing
action.
prizes every fucking week. Sick packs, $2 a week. Sign up. Plenty of other perks, discounts, all that sort of shit.
Yeah,
We're fucking up and running.
She's live. She is live.
So you've been to war and you've come out the other side.
I sort of lost. And
I don't know if he won.
I didn't win, to be fair.
God, you put up a battle.
I tried.
Gus threatened legal action. Gus was
Complete bluff, by the way.
Gus
Complete
went
bluff.
Yeah, bro.
full attorney mode on him. Didn't win, but fuck, he showed some heart. Holy
Fucking oath.
shit, he
Yeah,
showed some heart.
He did.
Battling the head honchos of all sorts of companies and stuff like that. You got young Angus O'Brien from Less Ordinary on his little laptop
On his little poxy little Mac
doing
Pro.
God's work.
Yeah.
With the help of a
MacBook
little
Pro.
chat GPT to write your emails for
Oh,
you.
AI.
yeah, bro. AI did 90% of that
Yeah.
whole show. But
But can we talk about what Gold Club is? How it started?
So I think
What-
we mentioned too. Sorry, I think last week we addressed, because 2 weeks ago we missed an episode.
Yep.
That we actually already filmed. It was in depth about Gold Club, explaining how it's going to run, and then we ran into all that shit, so we didn't post it. We were behind a week. I think we touched on that. So essentially, we want to, you want to
I just want
again,
people to know what it is,
What
how
it
it's
is,
going to
explain
run,
how it works.
yeah, how it started, because
How it came
obviously a
about.
lot goes
Yeah.
into behind the scenes that people probably don't recognise. But the initial concept of the LO, when LO started, we came out the bat doing a jet ski giveaway of 20 grand cash attached to a merchandise drop. This was in
We did
20
heaps of giveaways before that.
2023 though. This was the proper one, and the whole point of LO was to create and document our, like, the lifestyle of like chasing the less ordinary, but also, you know, give back and give
Try and
away
help
shit.
someone else
maybe
do the
change
same,
something.
yeah.
Do the same. Like, it's a big moment. But the business sort of reinvented itself over the course of time, and as you'd know, like, trade promotion businesses and mobs are just overrunning the joint now with like fucking $1 million houses and cars and this and that. And you see every time you open Facebook, it's like, oh, fucking sign up, $20 a week, fucking this, that, da da da.
And let's be honest, everyone is copying Adrian. Like,
yeah.
if you think you're not copying Adrian, you're lying.
Yeah.
You're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
But at least, like, go to the effort, make it apply to your niche, your field, like, have some fucking form
originality.
of originality.
Yeah.
Like, make it your own. Don't just copy and paste someone
Yeah.
else's shit.
And our thing was, so we obviously have done a lot of fishing giveaways in the past, and it's a huge demographic.
Yeah.
It's not restricted by an age bracket.
No.
It's not restricted by gender or location or anything. Like, anyone, anywhere can sort of pick up a rod and go fishing. And let's be honest, it's become quite a popular sport. It's falling under the same
pretty
categories as
mainstream.
anyone
very mainstream.
that's into forebeing and surfing, and let's be honest, like,
Just
young
outdoor
males, like, they
lifestyle,
just they pick up a rod, and it's just part of it. It just encompasses the whole life. So we've seen that. It's obviously, our whole following is largely built around fishing and what goes around fishing with all the adventure stuff as well. And so we identified that, you know, that's a pretty huge market, and people love winning fishing gear. Fishing gear is like, you'd know, Gus, the way we spend money. It's like, it's a never ending.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you
Just
want
a
more,
spiral,
you want
yeah.
this, you want that, and there's something new. There's a different way to target a fish. It's a full on
Seems like
labyrinth.
you two, like, you never, or in your mind, you never have enough gear.
You never have enough.
You're always buying more of the same shit,
Yeah.
slightly different shit.
Yeah,
You're just
new
constantly
shit,
wanting more
innovative shit, new this, try this,
Yeah.
try this. And, like, let's be honest, fishermen are heavily influenced. Like, I see someone get a good fish on a certain lure, I'm like, I'm going to buy that lure.
Yeah.
Have to have that lure. That lure is what works, and in times it does, and in times it doesn't.
Lures
But
are
that-
made to catch fishermen,
Yeah,
not fish.
exactly. But we all like it. We all like the shit. So the idea and the concept of the Less Ordinary Gold Club sort of come to life off the back of doing these free giveaways and seeing, like, hundreds of thousands of people commenting to win some shit, to win, like, a show
Yeah.
bag worth of fishing gear.
And we did fuckloads of them. Like, from the
Yeah.
start, the very first one we ever did, we did 2 Stellas.
Yeah.
And that made a lot of waves in the space. And then off the back of that, we've done just repeated, just free fucking big show bag, reels, rods, fuckloads of lures, just mad
Yeah.
shit. And it's mad. Like, it is mad.
Yeah, it's a
And
sick pack. Like, I'd want to, and, like, putting in stuff that, you know, we fish ourselves in our content and that, it's like, it's stuff you want to win. So Gold Club come about and going,
Well, it was we would say to each other constantly, how can we be doing this flat out?
Yeah.
Like, how can we be doing this every single week?
Yeah, like,
And then it
how
was just
can you-
because it
workshopping
feels good too.
Yeah.
It's
like,
mad,
given
yeah.
these
It's
these
exciting.
people that win, they froth.
Yeah, they're
like,
frothing. They're going, fuck yeah, boys,
the
I'm stoked.
sickest
Thanks
thing,
heaps.
like,
It's
yeah.
fucking...
yeah. But obviously that comes at a cost. And so the way
It's got to
that
be feasible
it's
for
got to
us.
be feasible on both ends. So we created the idea of the Less Ordinary Gold Club, which basically in its simplest form is you sign up and you're in it every single week. We do these exact same giveaways, right? But the catch is, instead of it costing you $20 or $30 or whatever it is, platinum memberships, it's $2 a week. It's a gold coin.
Yeah.
It's affordable. Anyone can do it. You can cancel any time. It's no lock-in. Like, we don't give a fuck if you sign up or not. But if you want a shot at winning heaps of shit, you can at a very low cost. That's not going to, like, in any way, shape or form affect you in a financial position. Like, we're talking about, what, a quarter of a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Or a third of a cup of
petty
coffee.
cash.
So, and with the option to cancel at any time, like, you just lock in if you like this week's pack and run it for a bit and then cancel it.
Yeah.
So,
the large driver behind it was not doing the massive, unattainable, life-changing prizes. It was the prize that an everyday person can afford that won't affect them, that can genuinely go in it and genuinely win.
yeah. And targeted at a hobby and not, like just something you can be like, holy shit, yeah, I'd use that. And the catch with our thing is too, we have 3 packs up for grabs every single week. They're drawn on a Sunday. So you get on our website, lessorordinarygoldclub.com.au. You'll sign up if you're interested in being a part of the club. Once you're in, you'll be put in the weekly draw, which we randomly generate every Sunday afternoon, and then you can pick one of 3 prize packs. And these prize packs generally tailored to all different types of fishermen, whether you're a blue water guy, an estuary fisherman, rock spin fisherman, whatever, species specific. It is what it is. Like, the packs change every week. Huge showback prizes. So there'll be something for you. There's obviously all in our social media. You've got access to seeing all them packs and things like that. And then we'll send that pack out, replace it, and then it'll roll around to the next week.
Yeah. So it's Sunday today. We're going to draw one tonight.
Yeah.
What do we got up? We got an estuary pack this week. We got an inshore pack, and what's we got another?
I think we went there like a reef pack. The reef pack, which is just full of big stickies and big vibes and squid tracks and things like that. So targeted for you guys, probably fishing, GBR, Northwest WA, even the South Coast for kings and things like that.
It's good gear too. Like, it's not just the cheapest shit we can get our hands on. Like, you got all your Nomad, good expensive stickies in there, your big Shimano stickies, big Saltiga knife jigs, like good Saltiga fluoro. It's full of mad shit.
Massive thank you to the boys at Hot Tackle. Without them, we couldn't do any of this. They've supported us massively.
They've supported LO well before this.
Before that as well. And obviously supply us with all the sort of best tackle and gear and all the rest of it. So
I was about to chime in and say, like, it's not shit stuff. You go into Hot Tackle and sit down with the boys and pick out all the best shit.
Yeah, we build these packs.
It's good shit.
Yeah,
it's great, and it's good going in there. Getting around the boys, supporting the local, have a good yarn in there, do a bit of shopping. Everyone's happy. It's just a great little operation all around, and I'm stoked to be giving these little packs away every week. Like,
it's a wholesome.
It's sick
operation.
It's sick, bro. Like, I think is this the 5th week now?
This is number 5
today. So we've first dude was a dude up in the NT. He took like a similar.
He posted his pack yesterday.
Yeah, he finally got it.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't see
it
that.
on now. We reshared it on.
You were too drunk yesterday.
Fuck, I didn't see. I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah.
He was up in long way up in the NT, and they've had a lot of floods and everything. So it's taken nearly 4 weeks for his pack to get to him. But I had a look at his page yesterday. He does some sick fishing. Like, he's up there pulling big G's and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
I think he called it Blackwater. What's it called? Blackwater something?
Yeah.
What's it, Gus? What's it called?
Sorry?
What's he called? The dude? The page?
Oh, his page. Backwater Explorers.
Backwater Explorers, yeah. He's up there on the reef getting big G's and everything.
So the gear's getting put to use.
He picked the offshore pack. Like, he had his choice between, at the time it was, again, estuary, inshore, offshore. He's taken the offshore. It suits him. He's up on the reef. That's mad. We've done a rock spin pack since then. We've done a species-specific snapper pack, which was mad, like geared towards.
It's only 3 weeks then, isn't it? This is the 4th week.
Maybe this is the 4th week.
It's the 4th, yeah.
Yeah. But species-specific snapper pack, which is sort of geared towards your inshore, shallow water reef snapper fishing, which was a sick little pack. Dude from New South Wales took that, and then tonight we're going to do it again.
Fuck yeah!
But it's really it's rolling now. Obviously, we had the issues with all the payment pathways and the shit. That didn't mean anything for the people that were already subscribed. Obviously, they were still winning every week, but
kept rolling out the prizes. Just no one else could jump on.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating for us and for anyone else that wanted to get involved, because people were privately messaging us saying, hey, I want to be a part of it but can't sign up. So we jumped through them hurdles for 2 weeks. She's back and running now. So for people that are interested in signing up, it's as easy as jumping on the website, sign up for your membership. Not only that, when you sign up for your membership, so we've designed a website based around it. So when we started this thing, it was like, if we're going to do it, we can do it properly.
Yeah.
We went to website developers in Sydney back and forth for 12 plus months, refining the website.
What a
creating
fucking
it.
saga that was.
Yeah, absolute saga in itself, but creating a platform that it's easy to use and, is applicable to what we're doing.
Rather than just slapping together a Shopify platform or something that makes it difficult. Like I know some of these trade promotions, without saying who they are, it's a mission to unsubscribe from it.
Yeah, the unsubscribing thing's a big thing.
We wanted full transparency there.
Yeah,
like
people
if you want out, it's 2 clicks of a button. It's not hard. We're not trying to trap you in it.
I'm scared to sign up to shit because it's such a fucking punish to
Saga.
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Well, without saying what it is, you and I, we've all been there before.
We all are still paying.
Yeah, because
subscription.
you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
From like a year ago.
You went and cancelled your bank card to get out of it.
I still got it.
And you still got it.
Right. Yeah. But
So-
we made a point of making it super fucking easy. Bang, unsubscribe. It's done. It's like you don't have to fucking send your backup email and get this code from your fucking
Yeah, because it's not about that.
fucking nan's fucking
It's
cousin.
not about that. It's just
so
genuinely for as cheap as humanly possible, providing someone with $1,000 fishing pack every Sunday.
Not to mention, obviously, the packs are a sub to the main point of the whole community and all the other things.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't
So
really touched on all the benefits of which we plan to massively expand on.
we got a few ideas in the pipeline at the moment to try and just provide more and more value.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do
More
you
value for your money.
want to touch?
Yeah,
on
I was
some
just
of that?
saying, I don't want to sit here and talk about, we're going to do this, we're going to do that when we haven't done it. But, we're going to fucking do it. So I feel like we can sort of, we want to, already there's all of our sort of trusted partners from LO, like Mezcal, Hot Tackle, On the Chew, Carve, Rugged, there's heaps of Sea-Doo. All the people we've worked with and trust and use their staff personally have partnered with us. So by being in the club, you get exclusive discounts, big discounts too, some of them.
Yeah,
where
massive. And you should use them. They're not there for show.
if you spend your $2, you save, some of the discounts are huge.
Yeah, you can go and get your $2 worth.
You get
back.
your fucking $2 worth real quick with the discounts.
You can get years and years of subscriptions back in one hit with some of that discounts.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost, in a way, it is free.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, that
free.
was the thing.
That
The
was what we
cost
wanted
is
to
the cost is so minimal that it is
free.
It is free.
It is
to an
you go and
extent.
buy one thing with one of the several discounts,
and
it is free.
You're in front. Yeah.
You have got it.
Yeah.
One-
And then if you
one
win a
month.
pack,
You're ahead for
You're
a
a
million
fucking
years.
head forever.
Good luck not getting ahead.
yeah. Yeah.
You're ahead for 10 years.
Yeah.
What
10
is
years.
that? Was
Minimum.
that the numbers we crunched? If
Minimum
you win
10 years.
once in 10 years, you're ahead.
You're ahead.
Yeah, fuck. Without using your discount,
Discounts.
where
Yeah.
you're already
Yeah, and then on top of that, we plan to add value in
Yeah,
plenty
we're
of other
gonna
ways.
just keep adding fuel to the fire. So it's like, I can't not be a part of that. You get
Yeah.
this, you get that, you get that.
Yeah,
But with
I know Trey's going to sit down and he's going to whip up some pretty neat little things to add to the website, which are going to provide a whole heap of
just
value
provide more
for the
shit
fishing
to
community.
the
So
community.
Yeah, exactly. Tailored really hard to the fishermen and the fishing community. And,
I actually want to go back on. I don't want to say too much because I don't want anyone else to do it before we do it. I don't want this to get heard and then they do it before us.
yeah.
yeah,
But there's shit coming. It's going to be fucking exciting and
When are we actually starting to do all that?
ASAP.
I think pretty much when we get back from doing filming this
For
week,
this.
we're going to
Start
come back
filming
and
for that.
Yeah,
that's
put
sort of
that
moved
together.
up the priority ladder.
Righto. Copy that. I'm
So
pretty
there's-
excited to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm keen.
I think that's going to provide a whole lot of value.
Yeah.
Like that's something that you would, or I know personally, back at the start of my fishing journey, I would pay for that
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Expertise and knowledge.
Yeah.
Don't.
Wisdom.
Well, that's what you're pretty much telling me.
Yeah, but you're like, I just don't need your head getting any bigger than it already is. So let's not talk about expertise and everything.
Copy that.
Just keep him humble.
But it's been good because that website took us the original plan came up
We've been
in
working on
November
this fucker for
of
2 years.
2023.
Yeah,
2 years.
So it just was
it's going on 2 years.
and it took a long time to get up and running. And it's so funny too because when we initially came up with the concept, it was one of those things because I reckon we've come together like over 100 times with ideas for our business, and we'll say an idea, and then the boys will all like have their 2 cents, and every time it's like someone will have an idea, I've got this hell idea, say it, and then there'll be someone in the group that's like,
There's
oh,
holes
but
in it.
what about this? And then everyone's like, oh, fuck, true.
There's
But this
holes
was
in
like,
everything.
we came with this plan, and everyone just was like,
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty good, eh?
Pretty good fucking idea, eh?
I remember.
like this one actually,
I remember.
like everyone was
too-
kind of like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
is
you're
this-
like, hang on, what's the issue?
yeah, hang on, Dev,
I
think of a
remember
problem.
too, like, I don't know about yous, but normally I'll go to my oldies, and that's when it's like, bang,
Bang, you're
shut
a
it down.
stupid fucking.
Found a hole
You're
that's
an
super
idiot,
obvious.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember going to my oldies, and they were like, fuck, it's a good idea. And
You're
I was
thinking-
like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
we're on.
Same thing.
We're doing
Same
this.
exact thing. Tell your oldies, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah. Normally they live like your parents seem to live
Not trying to shit on
super
it,
in
but
the
they're
real world
they're
though.
looking out for you.
Like
yeah,
they're not very optimistic. I'll go as far as saying they play life in the just safest houses sort of
Just in
realm.
the slow lane, yeah.
It's just like if you make it any sort of risk is like, oh, I don't know about that. That's a bit of
Yeah.
a risk. This was kind of like,
Like, have you thought this through?
have you thought this through? This was
Do you
like,
stand to lose?
fuck, it's pretty good.
I remember when we
idea,
were
eh?
doing the free giveaways, man, and people were like, why the fuck are you giving all that shit away? Like, surely you just want that. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
It's So anyway, so when we came up with the concept, then everyone was like, "Fuck, pretty good, eh? Maybe we should
Yeah.
give this a crack." And then anyway, utmost confidence for the longest time.
Yeah.
But I think as you start to like,
As it came to crunch time, you have
like
you second guess
you
everything.
start to second guess yourself, and whether
Mm.
that has a lot to do with once something's been on your mind for a long time and that whole new and the exciting, you start to just doubt,
Yeah.
doubt start to creep in.
I think as well, like it's not free to set it
No.
up. There's a lot of money
Oh.
And maybe
that's
that's
gone into it, and you
maybe
start to
it's
see the dollars ticking away out of your account because you're spending a lot of money to set all this shit up, and then you start to go, wow, this is getting pretty real.
Like if this
Hope
doesn't
fucking works,
we're
yeah,
fucked. And then you
Yeah.
start to think, oh my God.
yeah.
Which is so weird because in the other, you think it'd make you push the other way. You spend all this money. You're like, I have to make it work. And it does do that. But it
does.
also makes us all think, oh, fuck, is it
What
going to
are we
work?
doing?
Like,
Yeah.
this is stupid. This is
Mm.
dumb. Like, it's just
You've
taking
poured,
that risk.
poured
It's
the remainder of your money
it's
into
a-
fucking websites
it's-
and all sorts of
It's
shit.
the fucking age-old debate, Bart, about like you just got to take you got to take risks.
Yeah.
To get anything worth any real value, there has to be a risk
You got
involved.
to get
There
out of
has
your
to be.
comfort zone a little bit. And looking
Yeah.
back now, like I don't think it's extremely out of the comfort zone. But going through it at the time, it
It
was.
just felt
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Like everything's sweet now, but even in the last week with all these issues we had,
Oh,
you're just sitting there going, well, fuck, mate.
You're
Like,
banging your head on a brick wall
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Yeah.
ages. And then anyway, so she's live now.
thank
and
fuck.
Yeah, and I'm excited.
We're pumped, yeah.
I can't wait for all the shit that's to come
Yeah.
in the future with all the incentives, I'll say,
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
revealing it. But yeah, it's fucking just a whole nother element to the shit we'll be doing, and it's fucking.
It's just
cool.
mad. It's just mad because the amount of fucking value that's coming out of it for the price of $2
Yeah,
is
it's fucking-
criminally insane.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and it's been good. Yeah, it's been good fun. Just the whole business venture side of things as well.
You
Jumping
learn
through
a lot.
Arguing like fucking cats and dogs. Like
Yeah.
and then obviously you've taken on this TFI thing. We've
Which means in the meantime, obviously, a lot of the LO content is going to suffer, which is a bit of an issue. Like full transparency behind the scenes, it's
Yeah.
It's
hard
not. It's
for
not
us,
ideal. Like
yeah.
I know, like some of these other creators that are in this are, they're either full time in the space or they're on a lap around Australia, which means they haven't got commitments like work and everything. So us trying to balance, business side of things with, LO content and trying to keep up appearances is already difficult enough.
We spread ourselves very
So thin. Throw the TFI on top of that. Like you said, we're not taking time off work. We're not spending
Yeah.
stupid money going on crazy trips. Like we're just
especially
making it
for us
happen.
shooting a film like this, which is like
Oh,
almost
man.
like it's going to be near on impossible to get with all the time in the world, let alone the limited time. So then throw that in. When we get the time off, we're probably going to want to be filming for this
Yeah.
to create a bit of cinema we're proud of. And anyway, so the Cam's definitely right. The LO content, and like you would have seen on our Instagrams and stuff like that, is probably not as frequent as it should be. But for good reason. Like it's not the end by any means whatsoever.
No.
It just means we're still out there
Just
doing all this
preoccupied.
shit. It's just like, like especially TFI, we can't share that content,
Yeah, so
and
that
footage.
that film that we put together and any footage that goes in it is exclusive to the TFI.
Yeah.
We can't share that. There'll be snippets and there's film trailers and everything that will go on socials, but the actual film is exclusive to TFI. So it's not like we can be posting that, especially in the meantime while the film is being put together. But
Speaking of lacking content and LO suffering, we're obviously not in fucking
Yeah, I was about
Norfolk.
to touch on that. So Wednesday was meant to be a pretty big day this week. Obviously, we managed to, well, one, we wanted to get the website up. Two, the TFI announcement went live, which is exciting. And three, we were meant to be getting on a plane. So if you listen to our last episode, we were talking about like it wasn't going to happen, and we were fucking cracking up to ourselves because we were putting it in the universe, but it genuinely didn't happen. So we were meant to be there until Wednesday next week. It's Sunday now. We would have been mid-trip now, but the weather was just so fucking bad.
4 metre swell, 50k winds the whole time.
Yeah, just not even worth sort of going. And, you know, like the Scotty over there that runs the charter was sort of saying the plane might not even land on the island. So it was just one of them things like...
It wasn't worth doing it half-assed.
No. So we'll get back there for sure. But
thank fuck everything was credited. We can go back.
Yeah, we managed to get flight credits and all that sort of stuff. So it wasn't a huge loss.
I talked to Joyce and I got it all sorted.
Yeah, you did say that you were going to... You know, I actually searched that up. He's not the CEO.
He is.
He's not.
Well, what's the term? Like the owner. He owns Qantas. He's the...
Oh, I'm going to Can you fact check here? Because
what's on the line here? Sorry, what am I looking up?
Google who is Alan Joyce. And it'll say...
No, who is that? You said he's the CEO of Qantas.
Isn't that like what
it's not him.
A company you would call an owner?
No.
He owns Qantas.
Who is Alan Joyce in ChatGPT? Alan Joyce is an Irish-Australian businessman best known for serving as the Chief Executive Officer of Qantas Airways.
Is he
2008 until September 2023.
Yeah, so he's not in anymore. He's gone.
What?
Joyce is booted, bro.
Fuck, look at me.
Yeah, you need to get
humble
up with the
pie.
times. Yeah.
Gluten-free humble pie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. He's an interesting looking cat.
Can I circle back to something?
Of course.
Fighting like cats and dogs. Is it
raining like cats and dogs?
Is that like a mooching skerrick? Did you invent that? Or is that a
phrase?
No.
Can
I
we
think
fact
it's
check
raining.
back? Can you fact check?
What do you want me to fighting?
Arguing like cats and dogs, I think you said.
I've definitely heard the cats and dogs thing. Just don't know if it's been in that context.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard raining like cats and dogs. The phrase fighting like cats and dogs is an idiom used to describe people who argue or fight constantly aggressivly. That's perfect.
So we are like cats and dogs then in that sense.
My two housemates are always fighting like cats and dogs over the dishes.
You're an idiot.
See?
An idiom.
Idiot.
Yeah.
But you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But see that again, how I've just thrown in like
You've just intellectually dominated me.
colloquial phrase. Do you know what that means?
Don't try. Stop making up words, bro.
Trey's the only one here that's university educated and he likes to let everyone know.
I don't think I use that. What does colloquial mean?
You make up some serious
What's
words.
colloquial language?
Slang.
Is it?
I think that's slang.
Colloquial.
Do you want to have a little like a little Trousers trivia for 5
Can
minutes?
you fact check that? Because I want to know that too.
You want Trousers trivia? First to 3 points is the winner.
Of what a word means?
Well, just of my
Or
random
use it
facts.
in the correct context.
Yeah.
My random facts.
I do, but I want you to get the definition of colloquial.
All right. What does colloquial mean? And the answer is... Colloquial refers to informal language or expressions that are commonly used in everyday conversation, but not typically in formal writing or speech. So I've
Slang.
just said colloquial right again, without even knowing what it meant. I used that right.
You instinctually knew how to use it
but
in
didn't
a setting
actually know.
that made sense.
Right, hit us with some trivia.
You want some trivia?
I need you to sit
You need
back
to
up
buzz
so I
in.
can look him in the face.
Buzz in. Right. This is to round us out. So you're going to buzz yourself in. Do not peek over each other, okay?
Do I have to verbally buzz in or can I put my hand up?
Whatever you want to do.
All right, you got to say your name for the sake of the podcast so the
Righto.
listeners can hear it.
How many standard drinks in a hard fizz?
Buzz. Which hard fizz?
Yeah,
sorry?
that's an open question.
Trick question.
Cola.
No, like the
So
6%
the hard-
ones or the...
Oh, the hard
skinny ones?
fizz. The hard fizz is the... Oh, sorry.
They're both hard
Extra
fizz.
strength hard
Yeah.
fizz.
1.6.
Correct.
Is it? I thought it was 1.4.
Shares.
I'm pretty certain it's 1.6. Like, you can fact check it if you want, but I'm pretty certain.
It is.
You
Correct.
can't ask questions you don't know the answer to.
Well, I'm the quiz master, so I
You're a
sort of
fucking
can.
idiot.
Um,
God, that rain's heavy.
It is. Is there anything
Take
else
the
going
dub.
on? What the fuck are we talking
Well,
about?
it's fucking pissing down. That was a loose operation to put on the Less Ordinary podcast.
Are you
here.
still going if it's pissing down rain?
Yeah, we are.
100%.
Some of the conditions that
Don't
we
wanna-
fished in last week, just to get back onto some relevant topics here, because that was just
That was
again,
that was
loose.
out of control.
That was
What's happened?
heaps loose. I can't believe. we
I
just
feel
did
like
that.
everyone that's listening just stop listening.
Yeah,
And we're talking to no one now.
but we some of the conditions we fished last week were some of the loosest conditions I've definitely fished in.
yeah.
I don't know about you.
Abysmal, you could say.
Borderline, maybe
Don't-
dangerous.
Don't try to say.
That was a U word.
Don't try and say words like that.
Borderline dangerous, would you say?
Detrimental.
Yeah, it was dangerous. Oh, no, yeah. Dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, if you've been around
pretty
enough,
cautious,
like, rocks were slippery, like, rains up, swells up, just be smart. Like, we were never in any danger unless you did something stupid. But fish didn't play ball because it was pretty hard. When you're doing that style of fishing, you know, it's pretty important that you can maintain contact with your lure. And when it's 15-foot swell, it's pretty hard to do that.
How's the
But the rain was probably the more so.
How's-
The leeches,
Bro,
man.
I was about to say, so when we
Fuck
come
the
back,
leeches,
right?
dude.
It was, I reckon we got like, 10 mil of rain in fucking 10 minutes. It was heavy. We were soaked to the bone in
man.
5 seconds. And we pulled the pin and got out of there. It was getting dark anyway. Trekking back down this fucking hill that we trekked up, which was just pure clay on the way up, and it was dry. And we were like, oh, that was a punish when it was dry. We're walking back and we're like, fuck, how are we going to get back down that hill?
Like slippery.
Can you
wet
imagine?
clay.
You know
It was
how
like
clay gets like so like
yeah,
it's like
slippery and sliding.
on black
it was
ice.
It was like water falling down this clay. And I went first and a couple of little slips and fucking saves, and I grabbed a handful of grass and it saved me from just going absolutely cunt up. And I turn around and Trey's going, Jazz, and he comes sliding down the hill and nearly takes me legs out. Fucking going for it.
Fucking
I reckon in the process, that's where you've picked up a few leeches.
and I've never
He's
really
wearing
had
Crocs.
leeches on.
Do
Like,
you?
I don't know.
I've seen how you react to
like
the what are they called? Cicadas
yeah.
at the van.
You can imagine.
You don't like a cicada being in your vicinity at all.
Not
So we get back to the
insects.
car.
Nah.
And it's just pissing down rain. We're getting changed, just wet clothes and everything. And he's like, there was a leech on the rod, and I like just flicked it off. I didn't think anything of it. And Trey is around the other side of the car getting changed. He's like, fucking leech. Like, there was a tiny one, tiny fucking leech on his foot. Get it off, and he's like, check me, bro, check me. I'm freaking out. Check me, please, check me. So
Well,
I
this was the weird thing, yeah.
got the torch on him, and he's like in his undies, bro, like arms up, like a strip search. And he's like, check every fucking inch of me, bro. I'm freaking out. I'm
full
checking him.
body scan.
Full body scan, bro. Like, checked his fucking ass crack and everything. He's like, check my ass, bro. Please check my ass. I'm like in his ass with the torch
Didn't
and
say,
everything.
please check my ass.
Ches, check my ass, please.
Check my
now.
ass.
Check
He
it
was freaking out. Anyway,
well,
I'm
well,
like,
who's
I'm
not
like,
like you don't want a leech on you?
and I'm
do ya?
like, all clear.
How's a leech going to ascertain purchase on your ass?
He
How'd
told
it
me,
get
he
in there?
goes, they love asses. That's what Ches said. They love asses and crutches.
Holy
They do.
Crutches. They're
Yeah.
going to find their slither up into your crutches.
Yeah.
And crevices.
Yeah, that's what he said.
little warm like
they
armpits.
love,
and
but I think
shit.
that's a tick. I don't know if that's
Anyway.
a leech.
So,
So-
were you full spready and Ches as an iPhone torch?
It wasn't
just
like that. It
checking-
was more of a.
checking
It
your
was
internals.
more just like I was standing like the Jesus was on the cross, and sort of did the spin, had a little.
So
look.
it wasn't like a colonoscopy or
No,
It was
we
just
didn't
like
go that far.
just flash me your cheeks real quick. And
Yeah,
anyway,
bang.
so I've gone, you're right, you're all clear. I walk back around the other side of the car. I'm trying to get changed, and all hell breaks loose. Jazz, help me. Jazz, fuck. Jazz, quick.
Yeah, but there's like, so I'm
I
sweating.
go- this is only
2
like-
minutes later. There's a 5-inch leech
It's
on my knee, locked in, like
Fucking
fully
huge,
blood.
bro.
And I'm
just draining your life
I like
force.
glanced down at it, and
Glanced.
glanced.
I glanced and I went, ooh. Oh, I'm in a
shit.
spot of butter.
I'm glanced. Oh, that's done me.
Oh, shit.
He's taken a glance down, and this is fucking to your credit, bro. It was huge. It was the biggest leech I've
Monster
ever
leech.
seen.
But I didn't lock eyes with it for heaps long. I just sort of peered, glanced.
You couldn't look at it.
Seen it, looked up and went, Chaz, like screaming. And I was like, I'm not going to touch it. I don't really, if I,
He couldn't
out
look
of
at it.
sight,
After
out
that,
of
he couldn't
sight,
look
out
at
of
it.
mind. So I put my leg up, and then
Fucking hell.
Chaz got the Himalayan rock salt, pumped it with salt,
You're
and
just
the thing
going
just went, fully on my leg, and it was just covered in salt. Anyway, I just shriveled up, boom, he flicked it off, and then it was just pissing blood.
So the salt really instantly fucks
It's
them.
crazy, instantly fucks him. Never knew that.
Yeah.
Because I
I
would
knew
have
it,
grabbed
like-
it and tried to pull it off.
Yeah.
It was funny because after the little one got off here, we had the conversation, and I was like, "Oh, you get salt or a lighter. Like you shouldn't pull them off because they don't let go of you properly." And he was like, "Fucking salt," and I fucking heard of that.
Yeah.
Next minute, bang, saved his life.
I've
Himalayan
heard-
rock salt saved Trey's life.
I've heard they like don't like it, but I didn't know they just
They fully
shriveled
let
and
go.
died
Like
from
the
it.
fucking thing was, I don't know, like 40 mil long. I reckon it was like a little one that's juiced itself full of blood, and it's like growing.
Because there was there was a
Rapidly.
lot of blood on my
It's-
leg.
It's on the gear,
Yeah.
And
on your gear.
he's
On my
fucking
setup.
screaming. He's trying to pinch the salt off me, going, "Hurry
It's on
up!"
the Incredible Way protein.
yeah. Yeah, it's on the incredible
He's
way.
trying to take the salt off me because I was taking too long. and I'm screaming, going, "Put your fucking leg up on the car, fucking!" And I,
You know, Chaz fucks around pretty hard.
Fuck
he
off,
would
cunt.
have he would have quickly
Just fucked around.
just checked everything in the canopy was sweet.
Yeah.
Made sure the salt didn't knock over.
You're a fucking
over.
idiot. He's a fucking
I might
idiot.
take the lid off.
Quickly wipe the dash, get
Yeah.
all the sand off it, and then he'd be
Sand,
like, right.
salt, that was all. But anyway, so the leeches thing,
So you came undone from the leech.
I just don't like them.
Would you rather, more so than birds, would you rather be covered in leeches or locked in a room with a pelican? What's worse?
The pelican.
I think the bird thing fucks you a bit more.
Yeah, the pelican fucks you big time.
You fucking hate birds.
What am I doing though with a full
24
thing of
hours.
leeches?
Can I ask a question? Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Divergent, the movies?
No.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, I don't.
There's
I
a-
haven't
related
seen
to
all of them.
inversion.
There's a scene where she's in the simulation, right? And she's getting attacked by crows.
Oh, the million.
There's
crows.
a million crows, and they're
yeah.
they start
Swooping,
flying towards it,
flapping.
and they're just
Yeah.
going bang, bang, nailing a peck, slap in the face.
Peck boom.
That's your worst ever nightmare.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I think it's the wings flapping around
Yeah.
my head that would scare me the most. But
Yeah.
the leeches, that's pretty fucked.
They're gonna
too.
drain. They're gonna take a few liters if there's that many.
Oh,
of them.
I don't know.
What
All
if
right, well, let's-
you can't die? This could almost roll into a segment.
Because I want to talk about something else first.
Okay.
I understand the way he felt because the day before,
Oh, this happened too.
the red belly black snake, right?
Oh,
And now I don't
this is
see
an
the
equal carry on.
I don't see the problem with birds or leeches, but to me, just to preface, snakes scare the living shit out of me because, in comparison, they can do real damage. They're on a shark level to me.
Yeah, see, that's interesting though, because when we stumbled across, I startled the snake and it slithered, and then I could just see its
We were on
tail.
a track. We were on a track,
Yeah.
right? This tiny little track. So you needed to get past the snake to get home.
But the snake wasn't really scared. And red bellies, I think, are normally I just seen it was black. It was small. I know normally red belly, but then it had obviously red underbelly.
Yeah.
And the snake was
They're
just
not aggressive. They're usually just.
no.
They usually
they're
fuck off.
fully chill.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was just looking at me.
He's just glanced at you.
And he's glancing at me, and I sort
mooching.
of threw a little
Yeah.
stick to try and scare him, and it sort of bounced and nearly hit him. He just didn't fucking
yeah.
move, and then he scurried off. But
So
Chaz was 15 meters down the track. He wouldn't even come within
wouldn't look at
5
it.
and look at it.
I wouldn't look at
I
it.
was like to him
is a carry
because I was saying to him, look at this fucking thing, man. This is like a full on venomous snake. Just look at it.
Just mooching.
and he
You
won't.
couldn't look at it.
He wouldn't
Nah.
look at it. He's said on the
They
track
make me I was 15
Chaz.
minutes
he's
down
doing
the
this
track.
on the track. He's like, Trey, we need to go. We need to go. We need to go. He's like, I'm walking around the long way. Fuck off. I need to go. Zesty sort of approach.
Zesty. Zesty
he was sort of-
approach.
It was a
he's
bit
sort of
zesty.
going
Snake love.
this.
It was
He's
zesty,
he's
bro.
He was shivering. I need to go. Trey, I need to go. No, Trey, no. I was like,
I was sitting there and I was like, if you want to walk that way, because going the other way, around the long way, was a bit of a punish. And I was like, I'm going that way. He's like, you can't. And I was like, put me on your back. Give me a piggyback. And
That's
he's like,
what- yeah,
no.
Oh
Chaz
my
is-
god, dude!
Nah, I won't do it.
Zesty Chez.
but it was the way he was
Fuck.
standing on the track was he was like, oh, they're everywhere. Oh, they're fucking
That makes
everywhere.
me fucking
Squirmish.
they squirmish.
I do.
Yeah.
I get it. I
Fuck,
get
yeah.
the.
And he's pacing. He's like, no, Trey, no. And he's holding his head. It was fucking loose.
Fuck, bro. So you took I could understand taking a wide berth, but what
Well,
not?
there was no wide berth.
going
The
another
track,
way.
The track's a metre wide. There's no wide berth.
I get
you're
the
walking-
phobia thing because I do not like spiders.
Well, they can't.
Yeah, I don't
if
like,
there
but I
was,
could look at it.
100 funnel web spiders, I'd be like, oh fuck, and
Yeah.
I'd step around
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but a
But
spider's
I wouldn't
not
be
gonna-
like,
No. See,
Zest.
this is my thing, zest.
I wouldn't be freaking out.
A spider's not going to chase you. It can't, even if it wants to. If a snake wants to, same as a shark, it can make moves towards you and fucking
not gonna
inflict
catch ya.
damage.
He's gonna slither after you, top speed. How
Trey
fast
was
can
trying to get me to walk past the cunt sitting on the track, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
like run
see-
and jump over
No.
it.
way, bro.
I understand what Chaz is saying, but my thing was he didn't want to look at it.
No.
He could have been 20 meters away. He didn't even want to look at what it was. He didn't want to see it. He just
True.
out
They're
of sight,
just
out of mind.
these little. They don't make sense to me because they don't have legs. I don't know how they walk, and they just slither. And I'm getting all zesty now. It's fucking.
You don't understand how
But
they
they
operate.
just fucking. They're just alien little fucks that inflict serious damage, and they just fucking do this little. Oh, bro, I can't do it.
I hate how they just can be anywhere. They're just on a track. You just do it, check the surf, bang, brown snake,
Yeah.
boom, dead.
And that's all we were doing. We just went down and checked the surf.
And it's
walked
boom,
back.
you're nailed. You'd fucking dead.
And then I was in shambles about the fact that I had 10 minutes before previously walked past it without knowing. And then I was thinking
Yeah.
about that, and I was like, how close did I just come to fucking death? Like no way.
if you startle them, I know that's probably when they would get you.
And I don't
have you
think
heard
you'd-
stories
like,
of when people get
It's-
bit and
yeah,
they
you
think
step
it's a
on 'em
little
and shit.
stick,
Yeah.
and it's like just like a little prick,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh fuck, and then they see a little snake slithering off, and it's a fucking brown snake, and
Yeah,
you
and
just
you're like,
unloaded
oh, fuck.
enough venom to kill 20 fully grown African elephants into your
Yeah.
leg,
Yeah.
and like one small Ches versus one brown snake,
Ches
Yeah,
goes
he's
down
fine.
every day of the week.
he's full coagulation of his blood, dead.
I was
Coagulation.
thinking
Yeah.
logically
Fuck.
in the situation. I was like, we've got no phone service. We've got a pissy little first aid kit. We've got nothing. I'm dying.
But Ches would drop
So-
into fear. You know how you're supposed to not move because it gets in your limp system. So
Yeah.
it's all like
your
suspend
heart
the
would be
limp.
pounding.
Yeah.
If
There'd
your
be
heart
venom
rate's
coming out your
see,
fucking ears.
Yeah, there would be.
If your heart rate's up, it's fine. It's
It's
movement.
the muscles. Yeah, you can't move.
So you
Spreads it.
suspend the limb. But like, imagine Ches. Ches gets nailed. He's gonna be going, oh fuck,
It'd be zesting.
fuck, and he'll be, and
Yeah.
then I'll be
fuck.
going, Ches, you're in a bit of strife, and
Yeah, trying to lay still. So what?
And like, I don't know in that situation how well equipped you are to like look after me in that sort of.
I didn't know that.
I could do a bit of snake bite, like prep.
Do you know what to do if a snake bites you?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You tourniquet the limb
the fucker
and suspend the limb.
You
So
t-
tourniquet the limb with like a stick or something.
You
to
don't
keep-
actually tourniquet it. That's wrong.
Well, you give it the wrap
Yeah, from the top of the limb down.
down.
And
Correct.
then back up.
Yeah.
And
Well-
then you immobilize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. I
You
would have
just
got
said you just said tourniquet.
Yeah, well, I meant the same thing. Just wrap the cunt up. I'm not going to wrap it perfectly. I would have just grabbed something, ripped my shirt off, wrapped it up, put a stick there, stay still, Ches, photograph the snake for the anti-venom, boom, on the blower to the medical cunts. They're going to come down,
RSPCA.
boom, land.
You need to take.
They're going to be
the
like,
snake to the
what have you
pound.
done? I've been like tourniqueting him up, or I've pressure bandaged him. He's limb suspended. This is the snake species. We need this anti-venom.
We
And
need
you're
a
like,
fucking
you're
voice
getting a
back.
little gold star and all this sort of shit, and like on the news, little tray gets
Local heroes.
saves life. Yeah.
Save zesty tourists.
Yeah.
From snake bite. We need a fucking Westpac in here now.
Yeah.
Like, get moving.
I'll be honest, I'd panic.
Get-
Like it'd be,
get it
but
in
I'd,
the air now.
I'd rather not be bitten than
Yeah.
I'd rather be
So
that
how's this,
dude.
right? Trey's like, I'm like, nah, fuck this. I've had enough. It went on for like, I don't know, a couple of minutes. Please come past it. Let's go. Just go. Like, it's not going to hurt you. I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm going the other way. So I've gone back down to the beach, going all the way up the beach, going up the other track.
That's a wide berth.
It's a wide berth. And
For a
Trey's
red
like,
belly.
don't leave me here alone. I said, fuck you. I'm sick of talking about it. I'm going. I get down to the beach. No Trey. And then I get back to the car, I turn around. He's behind me. He went the same way as me. He didn't go past it.
Well, I'm not going to go past it solo.
You wanted to use me as
Anyway,
bait.
we're going to wrap this
It's
up.
it's like Hardy saying, "Oh, Gus wants to go in. He's feeling sick.
Yeah.
We should probably go in." And I'm fine.
It's
He
one
wants
in,
to go
all in that situation.
I'm
when
trying to
you're like,
imagine you in Pang's situation with Python wrapped around, bitten on your face. What
Oh,
are you?
I'd-
How are you faring in that
Well,
situation?
he's never getting to that situation.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
if
thing.
I did, just
like you're just dead.
Die.
You'll just die from
Yeah. Heart stops.
Your heart just
Heart
stops
stops.
beating and
Fight or
shit.
flight.
nah,
It
not with
kicks in.
snakes, bro. Not with snakes.
All right,
Yeah.
we're wrapping this up.
Right, can I do? Well, I want to make this segment. This is sort of aimed towards you, but I'd love to know. You're locked in a room for 24 hours, and you just have to wait. You can't leave.
Yep.
There's 1,000 leeches everywhere, and there's like fucking cicadas flying around, and they're landing on you and
I'm
shit.
not
And there's a
doing-
few insects and
Doesn't
stuff.
know what the other. I'm not
It's just
doing
like
that.
insects just
Yeah,
everywhere,
I'm
and
not
they're like
doing that.
crawling on you.
Not doing that.
Or you're in the same like small room size of the office with 5 pelicans, fully grown male bull pelicans,
Bull pelicans. Holy.
like fueled with testosterone. It's mating season.
24 hours in both chambers.
Yeah, like you pick a chamber. So what would you rather? Because you're not going to die in either. You're not going to get any.
I know what
harm.
I'd rather. Based on if I had the same fears, I know what I'm doing.
It's like
I'm actually
which
doing-
room are you going
I'm
to be more
actually
zesty in?
Doing
Because you're not going to get.
I'm
hurt.
doing the Pelicans.
Yeah, same.
Really?
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm doing the
Oh,
Pelicans.
it's a no-brainer for me because I'd
You'd
be
like-
like, I'd be patting.
But
them and
like,
shit,
I
feeding
can
some
see
bread.
them. I'm aware
But
of
like-
them. Even if they're aggressive, they're there. We're like leeches. It's gonna go dark at some. I'm gonna be trying to sleep, and they're gonna be wriggling and crawling. Right, that's it. That's Pelicans.
interesting because I think like
Pelicans.
you're not going to get hurt, but
I'm gonna get
at
pretty
least
fucked.
5 pelicans could actually maybe have the potential of inflicting some damage. Like if they're.
Do you know what
pecking
my
and
thing
shit.
is, Bart? I'm a lot more scared of like internal damages and like little venoms and
Like that
But you were gonna
irreparable
walk past the
damage.
snake.
and like but I know enough about snakes that they always tell you they don't want to fuck with you. They
What
don't want to
about-
fuck with you.
instead of the 5 pelicans, it's like 100 seagulls. You're shoulder to shoulder with seagulls. You can't like not be touching a few seagulls.
I think I'm still taking the seagulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, righto.
I think I'm
Take the
taking all
birds.
birds.
Take the birds.
All right,
Over
I've had
leeches
enough of
and
this.
scutters.
We've got to go do
Righto.
some fishing and shit in
Righto.
the rain. So that's
I'm going back to bed.
That's oh yeah, I don't blame
Oh, I
you.
gotta do. I'll fucking edit this and get it up and shit.
Yeah, you'll
and
be
then,
doing some editing,
I'm
please.
mooching for the
And
rest
then you'll
of
be
the
drawing
You'll be
Gold
doing-
Club tonight.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
need to get all those posts.
I got to go.
We
All
gotta go. Righto.
Thanks for
Right.
tuning in. See you next week.
Yo.